Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Civil Services Prime Time by CivicCentre IAS. This is week 11, November 6th through November 12th, and today it's miscellaneous current affairs. So, totally topics in brief are 10, and the topic of importance for the week is India's Skills Report 2026. And the miscellaneous topics of the week are the first one is the Mission Life or Lifestyle for Environment. The second one is Vaishvik Bhartiya Vaigyanik, VAIBHAV. The third one is the report Climate Risk Index Report 1995 to 2024. And the fourth one is the Personality in News Bihar Kokila Sharda Sinha ji. And the fifth one is the awards 6th National Water Awards. And the sixth one is Booker Prize 2025. And the seventh one is National Educational Day 2025. And the eighth one is the related to sports, that is India celebrates 100 years of hockey. And the ninth topic is QS Asia University Rankings 2026. And the topic of the importance is India Skills Report 2026. So, coming to the first topic, that is Mission Life or Lifestyle for Environment. This is recently in news because Prime Minister shares an article on how India's mission life is reviving time-honored conservation practices. Prime Minister నరేంద్ర మోడీ గారు ఈ మిషన్ మీద ఒక ఆర్టికల్ రిలీజ్ చేశారు, అందుకని ఇది న్యూస్ లో ఉంది. సో కమింగ్ టు ద డీటెయిల్స్ ఆఫ్ మిషన్ లైఫ్ ఆర్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఫర్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. దిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎనీ centrally sponsored scheme or central sector scheme. It is the central government initiative, that is the global mass movement. So the implementing agency is the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And this was launched by PM Narendra Modi on October 22nd at Kevadia, Gujarat. సో హియర్స్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ క్రూషియల్ ఫర్ ద వరల్డ్. ఈ మిషన్ అన్నది వరల్డ్కి ఎందుకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ అన్నది రీజన్స్ మనం చూసుకుందాం ఇప్పుడు. ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ డిగ్రేడేషన్ అండ్ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ ఇంపాక్ట్. ఈ టూ అన్నవి ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ డిగ్రేడేషన్ అండ్ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్, ఈ టూ అన్నవి ఏవేటిని ఇంపాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఎకోసిస్టమ్స్ ని ఇంపాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది, అట్లా అండ్ పాపులేషన్స్ అక్రాస్ ద గ్లోబ్. ఈ రెండు ఇంపాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాయి. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ రీజన్ వై దిస్ మిషన్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. The second one is nearly 3 billion people. 3 billion people are projected to experience chronic water scarcity due to droughts at 2 degrees Celsius warming. This is the second reason. It is estimated that global economy could lose by 18% of GDP by 2050 without అర్జెంట్ యాక్షన్ బై వన్ అండ్ ఆల్. ఎనీ యాక్షన్ తీసుకోపోతే బై 2050 మన జీడిపిలో 18% అన్నది ఈ ఎకనామిక్ డిగ్రేడేషన్, క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ వీటి వల్ల గ్లోబల్ ఎకానమీ కుడ్ లూజ్ నియర్లీ 18% బై 2050. 18% of GDP by 2050 without if we not take any actions at all. So what are the objectives of this mission? Mission Life seeks to translate the vision of life into measurable impact. Mission Life is designed with the objective of mobilize at least 1 billion Indians and other global citizens to take individual and collective action. దీన్ని ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ మెయిన్లీ ఏంటంటే టు మొబిలైజ్ అట్లీస్ట్ 1 బిలియన్ ఇండియన్స్తో పాటు అదర్ గ్లోబల్ సిటిజన్స్తో కలిపి టు టేక్ ఇండివిజువల్ యాక్షన్స్ ఆర్ కలెక్టివ్ యాక్షన్స్. Individual actions and collective actions for what? Protecting and preserving the environment in the period of 2022 to 2027. ఈ 2022 కి 27 కి మధ్యన మన ఇండియన్స్ అరౌండ్ 1 బిలియన్ ఇండియన్స్ ని, గ్లోబల్ సిటిజన్స్ ని టు టేక్ ఇండివిజువల్ అండ్ కలెక్టివ్ యాక్షన్స్ టు ప్రొటెక్ట్ అండ్ ప్రిజర్వ్ ద ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద objective, other objective. Within India, at least 80% of villages and urban local bodies are aimed to become environment friendly by 2028. 80% మన ఇండియాలో 80% ఆఫ్ ది విలేజెస్ కానీ అర్బన్ లోకల్ బాడీస్ కానీ బై 2028కి ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఫ్రెండ్లీగా అవ్వాలని చెప్పేది అదర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్. ఇట్ ఎయిమ్స్ టు నడ్జ్ ఇండివిజువల్స్ అండ్ కమ్యూనిటీస్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ దట్ ఈస్ సింక్రోనియస్ విత్ నేచర్ అండ్ డస్ నాట్ హార్మ్ ఇట్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే కమ్యూనిటీస్ ఇండివిజువల్స్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ అకార్డింగ్ టు ద నేచర్కి తగ్గట్టు మన లైఫ్ స్టైల్ మనం మార్చుకోవటం అండ్ నేచర్ని మనం హార్మ్ చేయకుండా ఉండడం అనే ప్రాక్టీస్ని మనం అలవాటు చేయడం అన్నది దాని యొక్క మెయిన్ ఎయిమ్ అనమాట, ఎయిమ్ ఆర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్. దోస్ హూ ప్రాక్టీస్ సచ్ ఏ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఆర్ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ యాజ్ ప్రో ప్లానెట్ పీపుల్. అలా ఎవరైతే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తారో, అలా ఎవరైతే లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తారో వాళ్ళని దే ఆర్ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ యాజ్ ప్రో ప్లానెట్ పీపుల్. సో ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ మెకానిజం, ఈ మిషన్ లైఫ్ ని ఎలా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నారు అన్నది. ద ఐడియాస్ అండ్ ఐడియల్స్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ విల్ బి ఇంప్లిమెంటెడ్ యాజ్ ఎ మిషన్ మోడ్. scientific and measurable program. It seeks to demonstrate India's commitment to talk on climate change by the following steps. ఈ steps ని follow చేసి implement చేస్తాం. First one is coordinated and concentrated actions by ministries and departments. The compiling a comprehensive and non-exhaustive list of 75 life actions for individuals, communities and institutions. Conducting a baseline survey to gain insights into the baseline level of all the life action indicators against which succeed can be measured. Identification of key performance indicators and impact of life actions. Creation of life dashboard. These are the implementation steps we are taking for the mission to get implemented. And what is the impact of mission life? ఈ మిషన్ లైఫ్ యొక్క ఇంపాక్ట్ ఏంటి అంటే వెన్ ఎస్టిమేషన్ జరిగిన తర్వాత అగ్నెస్ట్ బిజినెస్ యాజ్ యూజువల్ సినారియో బై 1 బిలియన్ ఇండియన్స్ 1 బిలియన్ ఇండియన్స్ తీసుకొని మెజర్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఎస్టిమేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇన్ 2022 to 23 to 2027 to 28 the impact of life actions can be significant and demonstrated below with selected example. The first one is these are the things impact. Switching of the car, scooter engines at traffic lights, railway crossings can save up to nearly 22.5 billion energy. The second one is running taps when not in active can save up to nearly 9 trillion liters of water. The third one is using a cloth bag instead of plastic bags while shopping or anything while shopping or going somewhere can save up to nearly 375 million tons of solid waste from entering the landfill. And the fourth one is discarding non-functioning gadgets, mobiles, laptops, chargers, etc. Nearest e-cycling unit can recycle up to 0.75 million tons of e-waste. And composting waste food at home can save up to nearly 15 billion tons of food from going to landfills. These are the things we can do to implement the lifestyle according to the nature. So second one is VAIBHAV. This is recently in news because Union Minister recently addressed a roundtable on VAIBHAV vision for Viksit Bharat. So according to the details of VAIBHAV initiative, the main aim of this VAIBHAV initiative is to connect the Indian scientific diaspora with what? Academic and research institutions in India. Indialo unna academic institutions ni, research institutions ni evartho connect cheyali? Connect with the Indian scientific diaspora to connect cheyadam annadi main aim. This initiative will provide a structured platform for what? Knowledge sharing, collaboration and innovation between India and global community of scientists gaani, technologists gaani, innovators gaani. Vidhar madhyana it is a type of a platform for knowledge sharing, collaboration and innovation between India and global community for scientists, technologists and innovators. This initiative mainly focuses on fostering partnerships in science and technology, engineering, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, STEM fields to accelerate India's journey towards becoming a Viksit Bharat, that is developed India by 2047. So according to the details of which are the when it was launched in October 2020 and the nodal ministry is Department of Science and Technology under the Ministry of Science and Technology. So VAIBHAV Fellowship Program. What is this program? The VAIBHAV Fellowship, this was launched in 2023, is a key component of the initiative. The key component of this VAIBHAV initiative. It allows this allows Indian origin researchers residing abroad lo unna Indian origin researchers ni to work with leading Indian institutions or for up to 3 months a year. ఈ ఫెలోషిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ యొక్క మెయిన్ ఎయిమ్ ఏంటంటే ఇట్ అలోస్ ద ఇండియన్ ఆరిజిన్ రీసెర్చర్స్ ఎవరైతే ఇండియన్ ఆరిజిన్ రీసెర్చర్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో హూ ఆర్ రిసైడింగ్ అబ్రాడ్ టు వర్క్ విత్ ద leading Indian institutions for up to 3 months a year. So what are the key features of this program? Fellowship duration annually 1 to 3 months. Open to non-resident Indians, NRIs, persons of Indian origin PIO and overseas citizens of India, scientists. These 3 scientists are it is open to eligible persons are 3 scientists. And this is funded by the Department of Science and Technology, DST. And the host institutions are IITs, IISCRs, national labs and research universities. and the focus is mainly on joint research in mentorship, technology development. This fellowship helps bringing what? Global expertise into India's labs, supporting cutting edge projects and mentoring India's researchers. So the significance of VAIBHAV. First one is bridging local and global expertise. VAIBHAV enables Indian researchers to collaborate with the best scientific minds worldwide, strengthening India's innovative ecosystem. And the second one is accelerating Vikasit Bharat 2047. Bindak cheppinattu, by utilizing the intellectual property of the Indian diaspora, VAIBHAV contributes to the India's goals of becoming a developed nation by 2047. That is Vikasit Bharat by 2047, as we discussed earlier. The third one is supporting startups and research and development. It builds a bridge between scientific research and industry, fostering entrepreneurship and commercialization of innovation. And the fourth one is soft power and diplomacy. This VAIBHAV program enhances the India's global image. India global image ni enhance చేస్తుంది ఎలాగా as a hub of innovation and scientific cooperation, reflecting the power of scientific diplomacy. So the third topic is the report, which one is Climate Risk Index 2000 report, CRA report 1995 to 2024. So ఇది కాంటెక్స్ట్ లో ఎందుకు ఉంది అంటే ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ థింక్ ట్యాంక్ దట్ ఈస్ జర్మన్ వాచ్ recently released a climate risk index report 1995 to 2024. So about the details of this index. Index aim చేస్తుంది. Index rank the countries. This index rank countries based on their vulnerability to extreme weather events. ఏ కంట్రీస్ ని ర్యాంక్ చేస్తుంది బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఏ కంట్రీ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ వెదర్ కంట్రీస్ కి ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ వెదర్ ఈవెంట్స్ కి ఎంత వనరబుల్ గా ఉంది అని కంట్రీస్ ని ర్యాంక్ చేస్తుంది ఈ రిపోర్ట్. ఇట్ అసెస్ ద హ్యూమన్ అండ్ ఎకనామిక్ లాస్. హ్యూమన్ లాస్ ఎంత ఉంది, ఎకనామిక్ లాస్ ఎంత ఉంది అన్నది ఇది అసెస్ చేస్తుంది, రిపోర్ట్ అనేది అసెస్ చేస్తుంది. డ్యూ టు వాట్ క్లైమేట్ ఇండ్యూస్డ్ డిజాస్టర్స్. This was released by German Watch, which is a governmental think tank, and the methodology this report is following is impact assessment based on three hazard categories, that is hydrological, meteorological and climatological. So six key indicators on which the report is assessing. Report assessment was done are first one is economic losses, fatalities entamani chanipoyaru annadi, and affected people, each in absolute and relative terms. So climate risk index top 10 most affected countries are Dominica, Myanmar, Honduras, Libya, Haiti, Grenada, Philippines, Nicaragua, and the 9th one is India. 10th one is the Bahamas. So extreme weather killed 8.3 lives in 30 years. So the top 10 worst affected countries in 30 years are, these are the top 10, and the 9th one is India. So cumulative global figures for the past 30 years, life loss is nearly 8,32,000. Number of extreme weather events more than 9,700. Financial losses are over $4.5 trillion. That is inflation adjusted. 6 indicators analyzed for CRA ranking out. The first one is number of deaths. Number of deaths per 1 lakh inhabitants. Number of people affected. Number of people affected per 1 lakh inhabitants. The sum of losses in US dollars in PPP. And the loss in percentage of GDP. These are the 6 indicators for the ranking. So what are the key findings of this report? The first one is India's global climate risk. India is the 9th most affected country and the 15th in 2024, showing an improvement for the previous years. So previously India was ranked 8th and 10th in 2023. A lower rank indicates a reduction of climate risk compared to the earlier assessments. Impact of extreme weather events on India. Indialo extreme weather వల్ల ఎలాంటి ఇంపాక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి తెలుసుకుందాం. Over the past 30 years, India has reported 80,000 fatalities and incurred nearly $170 billion in economic losses due to 430 extreme weather events. These extreme weather events include cyclones Hudhud that is happened in 2014 and Amphan that happened in 2020, Uttarakhand floods that happened in 2013, severe heat waves that happened in nearly most of the years 1998, 2002, 2003, 2015 with temperatures of around nearly 50 degrees centigrade. So what are the other key findings? గ్లోబల్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ వెదర్. గ్లోబల్లీ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ వెదర్ వల్ల ఎలాంటి ఇంపాక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయో చూసుకుందాం. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ నియర్లీ 8,32,000 deaths globally due to 9,700 extreme weather events. Financial losses are nearly $4.5 trillion. And the most affected countries are globally Indonesia, Myanmar and Honduras. So geographical distribution of extreme weather impacts ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? Around 40% of the global population, that is more than 3 billion people, lives in the 100 most affected countries. 40% of the global population lives in the 100 most affected countries due to extreme weather events. Those are heat waves, storms, and floods. These countries include India, China, Libya, Haiti, and the Philippines. Notably, these 11 countries are not among the wealthy and industrialized nations. So, the other key findings are key extreme weather events and their impact. కీ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ వెదర్ ఈవెంట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవైతే ఫ్లడ్స్ కానీ, స్టార్మ్స్, హీట్ వేవ్స్ కానీ, డ్రాట్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద ప్రామినెంట్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ weather events. Heat waves and storms each accounted to nearly 33% of global fatalities from 1995 to 2024. Storms caused the greatest economic losses. That is 58% of the total losses. Economic losses అనేవి storms వల్ల ఉన్నాయి. అలాగే గ్లోబల్ ఫెర్టిలిటీస్ అన్నవి హీట్ వేవ్స్, స్టార్మ్స్ వల్ల కలిపి ఉన్నాయి. దట్ ఈస్ 33%. స్టార్మ్స్ వల్ల గ్రేటెస్ట్ ఎకనామిక్ లాస్ ఎంత ఉంది అంటే 58% ఉంది. సో ద ఫోర్త్ టాపిక్ ఆఫ్ ద వీక్ ఇస్ పర్సనాలిటీ ఇన్ న్యూస్. This week personality in news is Bihar Kokila Sharda Sinha ji. So she is recently in news because Prime Minister's praised tribute to Bihar Kokila Sharda Sinha ji. So coming to the details of this personality news. The birth and the early life. She was born on October 1st, 1952 in Hulas village. That is Hulas village, which is located in Sopal district of Bihar. She is raised in a family that nurtured her love for music. Shraddha was introduced to Bihar's rich musical traditions at a very young age. She completed a formal musical training at Magad Mahila College and Prayag Sangeet Samiti, which is in Allahabad. So the key contributions of her are Shraddha's songs became staples in Bihar festivals, especially Chhat Puja. Her voice was synonymous with the celebrations and her music reflected the cultural ethos of Bihar. Popular wedding songs like Panya ke Jahaj se Palki He, Piya Ho, Jab Jab Bali Bhiya, Babuji ke Sange also gained widespread recognition. These are the popular wedding songs of her. So musical career of her. She was known as Bihar Kokila for her contributions to Bihar folk music. Shraddha became a prominent figure in regional music, that is Bihar regional music. Her career began in 1980s, singing traditional Maithili songs, which gained her popularity within Bihar and beyond. She is famous for musical festivals like Chhat Puja and with iconic songs like Ho Dinanath and Wugi He Surajdev. These are the iconic songs which got the popularity. Ella also sang in other regional languages including Bhojpuri and Magahi, capturing the cultural essence of Bihar. Bollywood debut. Her first Bollywood song was Kahe To Se Sajna from Maine Pyar Kiya, which is in 1989, introducing her talent to wider audience. So awards and recognitions of her. She got Padma Award in 1991, awarded for her contributions to music, especially in regional languages like Maithili, Bhojpuri and Magahi. She also received Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 2000, given by the National Academy of Music, Dance and Drama. She also received Padma Bhushan in 2018. This is the India's third highest civilian award, recognizing her lifetime contribution to Indian folk and regional music. So coming to the fifth topic of the week. This fifth topic is 6th National Water Awards. This is recently news because Honorable Prime President Srimati Draupadi Murmu will present 6th National This is recently news because Honorable President Srimati Draupadi Murmu will present the 6th National Water Awards 2024 on November 18th, 2025 at Vignan Bhavan, New Delhi. So coming to the details of what is this actually awards are about. This awards was launched in 2018 The main aim is to encourage individuals, organizations and institutions to adopt innovative and effective water management practices and contribute to building a Jal Samriddhi Bharat, that is water prosperous India. వాటర్ ప్రాస్పరస్ ఇండియాకి కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయడానికి it was launched in 2018. The main aim is to encourage individuals, communities, organizations, and institutions to adopt innovative and effective water management practices and contribute to building a Jal Samriddhi India, that is Water Prosperous India. The 6th edition 2024 saw 751 applications submitted to the Rashtriya Puraskar portal of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Following evaluation and field verification by Central Water Commission. ఈ సెంట్రల్ వాటర్ కమిషన్ అనేది ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ చేస్తుంది, అలానే ఫీల్డ్ వెరిఫికేషన్ చేసిన తర్వాత సెంట్రల్ గవర్న్ వాటర్ బోర్డ్ అండ్ 46 winners including joint winners were selected. So the total winners are 46 including the joint winners. The categories are 10 and the best state is Maharashtra. Award ceremony will going to be take on November 18, 2025. The Chief Justice President of India. So the best state is Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana. Best states according to first award is going to Maharashtra and best second state is Gujarat and the best third state is Haryana. So coming to the best districts. Coming to East Zone, the best district is Rajnandgaon, which is in state of Chhattisgarh. The rank is first. Coming to West Zone, the best district is Khargone, which is in Madhya Pradesh, that is in first. Coming to the South Zone, Tirunelveli, that is in Tamil Nadu, and the North Zone, that is Mirzapur, which is in Uttar Pradesh, and the Northeast Zone, that is Sefahi Jala, that is in Tripura. So the best urban local body. First rank is going to Navi Mumbai, which is in Maharashtra state. The second one is Bhavanagar, which is in Gujarat. And the third joint winners is going to Nabadi Ganta Industrial Township, that is in West Bengal, and Agra, which is in Uttar Pradesh.
Hello everyone. As you all know, Civil Services Prime Time is one of its kind initiative where we are teaching the students current affairs related to the particular subject one day at a time. అంటే ఒక వారంలో జరిగిన కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ అన్ని ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ కి సంబంధించి మేము ఒక రోజులో చెప్తున్నాం. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రివర్స్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ టెక్నిక్. బికాస్ మీరు ప్రతి వీడియో చూసినట్టయితే ఎండ్ లో ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ చేస్తున్నాము, అలాగే ఒక క్వశ్చన్ మెయిన్స్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు గెట్ డైలీ అప్డేట్స్ అట్ 7 o'clock షార్ప్ యాజ్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి, అలాగే బెల్ కూడా క్లిక్ చేయండి సో దట్ 7 o'clock కి మీకు ఇమీడియట్ గా నోటిఫికేషన్ వస్తుంది.
So coming to the sixth topic, Booker Prize 2025. This is recently news because David Szalay won this Booker's Prize for fiction for his novel of Flesh. It is the first Hungarian. He is the first Hungarian British author to win the Booker Prize. So coming to the details of this author. Szalay was born in Montreal, is of Hungarian descent and grew up in London. He was previously shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2016 for his novel All That Man Is. His other works are including Spring and the Innocent, as well as the story collection Turbulence. He is the person, David Szalay. He was inspired to write Flesh after living between Hungary and England and noticing the cultural and economic divides. So about the novel for which he got the Booker Prize, that is Flesh. The premise. The novel follows Istvan from his isolated adolescence in Hungary to his integration into the world of London wealthy elite. The plot summary is after a relationship with a older married neighbor and it's tragically Istvan gets into trouble. He is sent to juvenile detention and later services in the military. His life then continues a career in private security and later as a shriner in London, where he becomes enmeshed in the life of a rich family and eventually marries the wife after her husband dies. Coming to the details of the main, Booker Prize was established in 1969. It is one of the most prestigious literary awards in English-speaking world. It is awarded annually for the best original novel written in English and published in the United Kingdom or Ireland. So what are the eligibility and selection for this Booker Prize? The prize is open to novels written by authors of any nationality provided they are published in UK or Ireland. A panel of judges comprising literary figures reviews submissions from the publishers. The selection process includes a thorough evaluation of the nominated works, culminating in a final decision. The previous winners include renowned authors such as Ian McEwan, Margaret Atwood, Salma Rushdie, and Hilary Mantel. The prize details are the winner receives a monetary award of nearly 64,000. So coming to the seventh topic, National Education Day 2025. This is in context because every year on November 11th, India observes National Education Day. Significance. Why day was celebrated? This day was celebrated to honor Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. He is the first Indian education minister and to recognize his contributions to shaping the educational landscape of independent India. The day highlights the importance of education as a fundamental right and focus on making education accessible to all the citizens. So why November 11th? This day is marked on November 11th to commemorate the birth anniversary of Maulana Abdul Kalam, which he was born in 1888. This was celebrated since 2008. The day includes the activities like seminars, workshops, essays, essay competitions, and rallies that emphasize literacy, education, and national progress. He is the Maulana Abdul Kalam. He is the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. So, coming to the details of Maulana Abdul Kalam legacy in education. Azad was a visionary leader who worked for universal primary education, adult literacy, and technical training. He was instrumental in establishing major educational institutions like University Grants Commission, UGC, Indian Institutes of Technology, IITs, and Indian Institution of Science, IISc. He also contributed to promote technical research and scientific learning and strengthening All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE. Azad vision beyond academics. Azad emphasized cultural development and promote Indian languages as the medium of education. He played a significant role in the creation and cultural bodies like Sahitya Academy, Lalit Kala Academy, Sangeet Natak Academy to foster India's cultural heritage. Honors and recognition. In 1992, Azad was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civil honor, in recognition of his immense contributions to India's nation's education system. International Education Day. International Education Day is celebrated globally on January 24th each year. The theme for 2025 will be AI and Education Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation, reflecting on role of education in navigating and shaping the technological achievements. The global day aligns with Sustainable Development Goals, that is 4, which aims for the inclusive and equitable global education for all. So, eighth topic is India celebrates 100 years of hockey. Hockey is in context because hockey celebrates 100 years, which is 1925 to 2025, with a nationwide events on 7th November, led by a major ceremony at New Delhi's Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium. Historical milestones. On 7th November 1925, India became affiliated with the International Hockey Federation. Marks a century, that is 1925 to 2025. This is 100 years of Indian hockey's legacy. Golden era of hockey and its achievements. India won its first Olympic hockey gold in 1928, that is in Amsterdam, establishing itself as a global hockey superpower. Total Olympic medals in the category of hockey are 8 golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze, the highest gold tally by any nation in hockey history. The World Cup victory that is happened in 1975, the recent success, bronze at Tokyo 2025 and another podium finish at Paris 2024. Multiple Asian Games medals for both men and women's teams. About the Major Dhyan Chand. His full name is Major Dhyan Chand Singh Vyas. He was born on 29th August 1905 in Allahabad, that is British India at that time. So family background, he is son of some Ishwardat Singh Vyas, Army man, and the Shyam Singh Vyas Rajput. Nickname is Chand the Moon for practicing hockey under moonlight. Army career, he joined the British Indian Army in 1922 as a Sipai. His position in hockey is centre forward. International debut, he is a 1926 Indian Army tour of New Zealand. Olympic achievements, he got gold medal in 1928 Amsterdam, 1932 Los Angeles, and 1936 Berlin. He got the gold medals. Notable feat are 14 goals in 1928 Olympics, 570 goals in total his career. Retirement, he got retired in 1949, and the honors are he got Padma Bhushan in 1956, Dhyan Chand Award in 2002, and the National Stadium and Sports Day named after him. The phases of hockey. Indian hockey యొక్క phases ఏంటి? 1928 to 1959, golden era defining India's sporting identity. 1980s to 1990s, period of decline and transition. 2002-2020s, revival marked by global recognition and renewed competitiveness. centenary celebrations which happened on 7th November. Venue is the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium, New Delhi. Events are exhibitions, sports minister, Hockey India mixed symbolizes general inclusivity, honoring hockey legend across generations, launch of commemorative book 100 Years of Indian Hockey, photo exhibition showing milestones from Amsterdam to Paris. So the ninth topic, QS Asia University Rankings 2026. This topic is in context because the QS World University Rankings Asia 2026, it is released by Global Higher Education Analyst QS Quacquarelli Simons, relieved a decline in the rankings of most top Indian institutions. About this rankings is an annual regional assessment that evaluates Asia's leading higher educational institutions based on academic reputation, employability, research productivity, and international outlook. These are the indicators. These are the 4 indicators. Depending on this, annual is an assessment mainly only in the Asias. Asia is the done. It was published by Quacquarelli Simons. This is a UK-based higher education analytic firm, which is known globally for its QS World University Rankings. What is the main aim? To benchmark ancient universities using globally comparable indicators. These are the 4 indicators which we discussed to highlight academic excellence, innovation, and research impact in the region. To promote quality, global competitiveness, and collaboration in Asian higher education. So the top performers according to these rankings are, the first one is University of Hong Kong. This University of Hong Kong topped the rankings, surpassing the Peking University, which is in China, which dropped to the second. So the National University of Singapore and Nanyang Technology University shared the third position. Universities from East and South Asia, including China, South Asia, Malaysia, demonstrated consistent upward mobility, driven by investments in research, collaboration, and internalization. India's institutions performance ఎలా ఉందంటే IIT Delhi maintained its position as India's top university but dropped 15 places to 59th from 44 in 2025. IIT Bombay saw a significant decline, dropping 23 places to 71st. Other IITs, IIT Madras, Kanpur, and Kharagpur also experienced the decline in rankings. Chandigarh University was the only Indian institution to show improvement from 120th to 109th. Reasons beyond India's decline. Intensifying regional competition. Countries like China, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, and Malaysia, they have improved research productivity, facility resources, and global engagement. Expansion of rankings. The 2026 rankings included 1,529 institutions, adding 522 new entrants, with China contributing the most, 261 new institutions. India added 137, raising its total to 294 institutions, increasing competition and volatility. Decline in key metrics. Citations per paper. Indian IITs, that example IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, and IIT Madras, lagged behind peers in Asia in terms of research, visibility, and highly cited publications. Facility, faculty-student ratio. IITs face large class sizes and resource constraints, with ratios far behind top Asian universities, that is 80 to 90 range. Internalization. IIT scored poorly in international student ratio and international faculty metrics, indicating limited global exposure and collaboration. Global exposure అనేది ఇండియన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ లో చాలా తక్కువ ఉంది. సో పాజిటివ్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్స్ మనకున్న పాజిటివ్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఇండియన్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ పర్ఫార్మ్డ్ వెల్ ఇన్ ఎకడమిక్ రెప్యుటేషన్, ఎంప్లాయర్ రెప్యుటేషన్, స్టాఫ్ విత్ PhDs, and papers for faculty. These are the areas where Indian universities performed well. India's continued to have a significant presence in 294 universities in the ranking, the second highest in Asia after the China. Regional trends. China and Hong Kong continued dominance due to large-scale investment in R&D, research and development. South Korea, universities like Onsei and Korea University saw upward mobility through strategic international partnerships. Malaysia. In Malaysia, institutions like University Malaya and University Putra Malaysia improved rankings aided by better faculty-student ratios, international faculty-student metrics. So the topic of the importance for this week is India Skills Report 2026. It is recently in context because ETS, that is Educational Testing Services, in collaboration with CIA, Confederation of Indian Industries, AICTE, that is All India Council for Technical Education, Association of Indian Universities, AIU, and THAGAD also had released this India Skills Report 2026, highlighting significant growth in India's skilled workforce and its rising global relevance. About the details of this report, it is a detailed study conducted by the Confederation of CIA in partnership with VBox, a talent evaluation organization, and AICTE. This is the 13th edition of this report. 2026 is the 13th edition of this report. Is based on insights from more than 1 lakh candidates who took global employability JET test and responses from 7 industry segments. About ATS. ATS another, it is a global education and talent solutions organizations. It is dedicated mainly for helping individuals to demonstrate the skills and prepare for the future careers. So what are the key findings of this report? Employability growth. The first one is the employability growth. India's overall employability has risen to 56.35% in 2026 from 54.81 in 2025. Nearly 2% has increased in the employability, overall employability in India, showcasing significant improvement. This marks a steady increase from 46.2% in 2022. So 2022 లో ఇది 46.2 ఉంది. 2025 లో 54.81, 2026 లో 56.35%. Reflecting this improvement reflects the India's evolving workforce towards a skill-first economy driven by digital sophistication and AI integration. What are the drivers of this growth? Module training, digital tools, and AI integrated learning models have expanded the access of skill development, contributed to increased employability. The rise in gig work, remote employment, and digital mobility. These are the factors that played a central role in shaping the future of India's workforce. What is the workforce transformation? India is at the intersection of scale, skill, and technology with a focus on AI integrated skilling and internationally recognized certifications driven total global talent mobility. The next decade is expected to solidify India's leadership in global talent mobility. What are the key findings? What are the other key findings are AI talent search. India commands 16% of global AI talent pool and projected to have 1.25 million AI professionals by 2027. Digital integration goes there. Over 90% of Indian employees use generative AI tools in their work globally and signaling rapid technology adaptation across sectors. Gig economy expansion ఎలా ఉంది అంటే the gig and freelance workforce is expected to grow by 23 million by 2030 with project-based hiring increasing by 38% in past year. And sectoral leaders. Technology, BFSA, banking, financial services and insurance, manufacturing, renewable energy and healthcare are the top sectors driving employment in India. Top employable states are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Karnataka. These are the leading states in terms of employability for 2026. So coming to the previous year questions prelims, that is first question is the term intended nationally determined contributions in sometimes seen in news is the context of 2016. This relates to the first one is pledges made by European countries to rehabilitate the refugees from the world affected Middle East. The second option is plan of action outlined by countries of the world to combat climate change. The third one is capital contributed by the member countries in the establishment of Asia's Infrastructure Investment Bank. The fourth one is the plan of action outlined by the countries of the world regarding scientific development goals. So the correct answer is B. That is the plan of action outlined by the European countries of the world to combat climate change. Intended nationally determined contributions is the term used for UNFCCC for reductions in greenhouse gases emissions in all countries that signed the Paris Agreement. At COP21, countries across the globe publicly outlined the actions they intended to take under international agreement. These contributions are in direction to achieve long-term goal of the Paris Agreement, that is to hold the increase in global average temperatures to well below 2 degrees centigrade, to pursue efforts to limit the increase to 1.5 degrees centigrade and to achieve the net zero emissions in the second half of the century. Therefore, the option B is the correct answer. The second question, coming to the second question, in the context of India's preparation for climate smart agriculture, consider the following statements. First statement is, the climate smart village approach in India is a part of project led by climate change, agricultural and food security, an international research program. The second statement is, the project of CCAFS is carried out under a consultative group of international agricultural research headquartered in France. The third one is International Crop Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics. ICRI SAT. India is one of the CGIAS research centers. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. Correct option is 1, 2, 3. These three statements are correct. So coming to the explanation, the Climate Smart Village CSP approaches aims to increase agricultural productivity, enhance resilience to climate change, and reduce greenhouse emissions. It involves adopting what? Climate resilient agricultural practices in various countries, including India, focus on sustainable farming techniques, resource conservation, and improving farmers' livelihoods. Hence, the first statement is correct. CCAFS is one of the global research program initiated by IAR, which aims to address the intersection of agriculture and climate change. The headquarters of CGIAR is located in Montpellier, France. Hence, the second statement is also correct. ICRISAT, located in Hyderabad, India, focus on improving the agricultural practices in semi-arid and dry regions through research on crops like millets, sorghum, and legumes. ICRISAT is indeed one of the 15 research centers under the CGIAR network, and the statement 3 is also correct. National Education Day is celebrated every year on 11th November. So, National Education is an annual observance in the India to commemorate the birth anniversary of Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, the first Education Minister of Independent India, who served from 15th August 1947 till 2nd February 1958. The Ministry of Human Resource Development announced on 11 September 2008 the ministry had decided to commemorate the birthday of great son of India by recalling his contributions to the cause of education in India. November 11 every year from 2008 was celebrated as National Education Day. So coming to the fourth question. Which one of the following organizations publishes Climate Risk Index CRI? United Nations Environment Program, Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, World Meteorological Organizations. The fourth one is Greenwatch. So already discussed, the correct option is Greenwatch. It is an annual report published by environmental organization Greenwatch. It evaluates the impact of extreme weather events globally and rank countries based on their vulnerability to climate-related disasters. CRI aims to highlight the countries that are most affected by the extreme weathers and emphasize the need for stronger climate policies and disaster preparedness. In CRI 2025, India ranked 6th globally among the nations, but 9th nationally. Climate disasters. India accounted for 10% of the global fatalities from extreme weather events. India contributed to 4.2% of global economic losses. So coming to the mains question. So the key concept is United Nations Conference of the Parties COP. So the question is, describe the major outcomes of 26th session of Conference of Parties COP to the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change, that is UNFCCC. What are the commitments made by India in this conference? Ee conference lo India chesina commitments enti తెలుసుకుందాం. First, the introduction. Coming to the introduction, state that COP26, which has happened in Glasgow 2021, was a crucial global summit under UNFCCC. FCC focused on accelerating global climate change, accelerating action against climate change, and achieving Paris Agreement goals. Coming to the body, the major outcomes including Glasgow climate impact, urging nations to strengthen 2030 targets, phasing down unweighted coal, enhancing climate finance, addressing adaptation needs. India is committed to its Panchamrit goals, that is achieving 500 gigawatts non-fossil energy capacity by 2030, meeting 50% of energy needs from the renewables. The third one is reducing the projected carbon emissions by 1 billion tons by 2030, cutting carbon intensity by 45% overall, that is 2005 levels, and reaching net zero emissions by 2070. These are the 5 commitments made by the India that is nationally committed. So coming to the conclusion, highlight how COP outcomes and India's commitments together represent renewed global and national resolve for climate actions and sustainable development goals moving forward. Thank you.
CivicCentre IAS is offering Telangana Group 1 Prelims cum Mains classes as well as Andhra Pradesh Group 1 Prelims cum Mains classes in English medium for a period of 8 to 10 months. This also covers the complete NCERT textbooks and statewide textbooks. So, what are you waiting for? Learn through reverse engineering technique today. Admissions are in progress. Join now. Visit our website. Thank you.